as well. But, as you look at it, what is the biggest challenge for this team right now?
Just finding consistency, and I think it's been a little bit of an up and down start to our season, and in a 3-week season, the last 2 weeks we have played. We're playing about as middle of the pack as you can play. It's 3 up, it's 3 down. We're 500. It's just finding that good traction, and you feel good about winning 4 in a row, and then you give it back. I'm pleased with so many things that we're seeing, but it's just uneven. We've got a number of guys off to very good starts, and then a number of guys who just aren't contributing much at all, and somewhere we need to find a better balance.
Yeah, if you were to point to some of that inconsistency, what would be some of the factors that have played into the team just maybe not being as consistent as you hope?
I will say that over the last 2 weeks, our pitching, in my opinion, has been very good to better than very good. I think we number 1 pitching staff in baseball for the last 2 weeks in terms of WAR, and it's we've done a very good job of creating soft contact. We got back into what we do and dominating the strike zone. 4 of our starting pitchers have been clicking on all cylinders, really, and I thought Marco's outing yesterday was really one of his best in the last couple of years. He was awesome. So the pitching has been everything we could hope for. The offense, we have played about middle of the pack. We've been an average offense. Where we have struggled is hitting situationally, and that's been a bit of an issue in the times years past when we've struggled, and it continues to be an issue with this club is the consistency, getting the runner over, getting the runner in, and I think that's what's really getting us in the late innings or the extra innings is the inability to consistently do that.
So as in your case, the president, but even as a manager, as anybody in management with the team, what can you do about that? Is there a philosophical difference? Is it an execution thing? Is it a teaching thing? What can you do to help that?
Our players know it, and sometimes, and I've lived this in my life, and I know, Scott has, we've talked about as players, we've all gone through struggle, and how to do it. You are good at executing these things. These guys are the best players in the world, and sometimes you just go through a small sample size funk. And as I said when I walked into Scott's office yesterday morning, weird things happen, and I might not have used those same words. Weird things happen in small spaces, and when we're talking about sample sizes like these, that's what we have to deal with. But we're not doing the consistently doing the things that the good teams do in those late innings, and I think it was the juxtaposition of the extra inning game with the Brewers the night before last, when in the extra inning the left-hand hitter comes up, hits the ground ball to the right side, moves the runner to third, and they get him in. And we're just not doing that thing quite as routinely as we've done it in years past, or when we're our best.